Hello, this is Top Rep Sports Interviews by Sunil Sunder Raj. Today, I'm happy to be speaking with Jasmine Hernandez, a junior at Crescenta Valley High School in La Crescenta, California, starting second baseman on the varsity softball team, and currently playing travel softball for the Batbusters Edmonds 16U travel team. Once again, Jasmine, thank you so much for taking time out to speak with me today, and congrats on your success.
Of course, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, let's jump right into it. You're absolutely, I said, flourishing on the Batbusters Edmonds 16U travel team, leading, said the squad in home runs with 18 RBIs. At the Zoom into June, you placed fourth in the home run category in the 16U division with four home runs and second in slugging percentage. I mean, to see, again, you putting up those type of statistics, that's got to be, just an awesome feeling.
Yeah, it's very rewarding and great to see that all my time and my effort and my hard work is really paying off in my performance on the field. And to the point where I am getting recognized during these big tournaments where I'm getting placed in these categories throughout the whole age group. And I couldn't have done it without the help of my coaches and my family and my teammates.
Yeah, it's wonderful to hear, Jasmine. Let's talk about head coach Scott Evans, his coaching staff on the Batbusters Edmonds 16U travel team. Can you talk about Coach Evans just in terms of his leadership and, just in terms of working with you and the rest of the team? And obviously, I said that the players enjoying immense success on the field.
I love Coach Scott. He supports and he's constantly believing in me during my good and most importantly during my bad days. He always reminds me to remember my past accomplishments during those bad days, so I know what to fall back on when I am struggling. And he reminds me to realize how far I've come and how much I've just progressed, how much progress I've made leading up to currently. And he's more than a coach to me and my teammates. Like, I consider him family. I take my fielding and my batting lessons with him. I see him like 2, 3 times a week. Um, I've been on the team now for about 2 years, and I
Okay.
can say without a doubt that Coach Scott is one of my biggest supporters, and he wants to see everybody on the team succeed and reach their goals. He's coached and he's mentored us to be the athletes we are today, and I don't think I'd be where I am without his influence and his advice and his constant support.
Yeah, it's terrific to hear. I said I was able to interview, I said your teammates are Brianna Espinosa and Samantha Condon. Can you talk about you have athletes coming from different, high schools, from, backgrounds, and everybody coming together as one unit, meshing together, again, so effectively. And again, to see what you guys have been able to accomplish on the field. Again, has to be very fulfilling for you and the rest of the team.
Yeah, like you said, we all come from different high schools. We all come from different environments. So being able to come together every weekend and just play softball, despite us coming from different communities, is
Mhm.
just really cool. And I've always said that the biggest and we have great chemistry on our team and team bonding. And I've always said that's the biggest thing about my team, and that what just really helps us play so well together.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that playing softball, but also it's about the life lessons as well, and just the friendships and the bonds that you create here. I mean, I think that's again, you've been playing together for a while, and again, the fact you still have a couple more years left is again just tremendous to see. Hey, let's talk about in terms of playing second base, your approach. Just working on your skills and fundamentals. Can you describe just playing the position here, Jasmine?
Yeah, so playing second base, I enjoy it so much. Um, I always have to be thinking and be light on my feet. I have to
Hmm.
have good range going for those grounders to the left and to the right of me, on those pop flies in shallow right field, behind first base, second base, and in foul
Hmm.
territory. I think being explosive is also very important and really ties in with range. So I also have to, with my agility and my conditioning and my workouts, I really implement that in order so I could be successful on the field. I also think it's very important, like the communication that goes into what the communication I have with all the other positions, like the positions surrounding me. So I have to have good communication and a good relationship with my shortstop, my
Hmm.
first baseman, my right fielder as well, even the pitcher. Just cheering them on, always like uplifting them, even when they had an error, and just having communication on those plays. Um, Making sure that we're all on the same page and that everyone knows what to do or where to go if the ball is hit to the other person. So, yeah, I would say that those are definitely the most important things that I've learned over the time and I continue to work on in order to be successful at playing second.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought up all those points because that's what I exactly had down is the communication, with the infield, the pitchers, the outfielders as well. I think that again is so essential in terms of when you're, uh, you know, I said going for a fly ball or for a pop up. I think whether in the infield or in foul territory. Let's flip to your approach at the plate. Again, you just obviously seeing the ball so well and able to, nothing. I said this, I think, to Aubriana and Samantha, especially. Nothing better, no better feeling than parking it, and seeing the ball fly over the fence. So, just describe that, and just in terms when you're facing the opposing pitcher. Just what is flowing through your mind as you see the ball coming your way, and I just wanted to get your perspective on that, Jasmine.
Yeah, so you kind of know in and at bat when you hit the ball that it's going
Yeah.
over the fence just because. But usually my mindset and my approach going into the box is just to stay really aggressive from early on,
Hmm.
and hitting that first pitch strike. It's usually in my at bats the best pitch that I'm gonna see. So I hit in the 3, 4, 5 spots, and that's
Okay.
generally where the power hitters hit. And it's my
Yeah.
job to just hit that ball hard, get it to the outfield, score the runs from the hitter or the runners that were on base before. So I would just say knowing my job in every situation, like what I need to do prior to going up to the plate. And another big thing is having like good pitch selection and plate discipline
Hmm.
when I'm up there. I know what pitches I can hit for home runs and what pitches I should lay off because they won't result in a good like quality at bat.
Yeah.
So I say that was just like that's the biggest thing in like my mindset and my approach when I go to the plate, and just like staying calm.
Hmm. I again, all said outstanding points, and I think doing on the biggest stage, zoom into June. I mean, the fact that you're in a tournament and you're locked in the zone, and again, just seeing how I mean you're able to produce in that fashion. Um, again, to help your team, that I mean, again, I think that's the best outcome you could ask for here, Jasmine.
Yeah, so Zoom to June was definitely one of my like highlights of my season
Yeah.
tournament. Going into day two was when I really built up all those like stats and rankings.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, day one was a little rocky for me, but I was really determined going into day two to kind of not let any negative mindset that I had from day one follow me into day two. So I think that's what really helped and let me be successful
Yeah,
at the end
no,
of
I'd
the day.
say, yeah, definitely. That's fabulous to hear. And I'm so glad, like, I said before we came on there, we're talking about your athletic profile and like where you can break it down in terms of the technology, and throwing 62 miles per hour, hitting 75 miles per hour, like real time stats. You can really, and then even with the videos, you can really break down your game, pick up on the positives and negatives and just be able to improve on that. I'm sure that's beneficial as well for you, Jasmine.
Yeah, so having technology, especially in this generation, I think is really beneficial for all of us. At my fielding and my batting lessons, we're constantly taking videos and pictures, just breaking down my swing and breaking down my mechanics and making sure I'm doing them properly. I take hundreds of swings every week, like at home, off the tee, off during my lessons, and
Hmm.
it's like engraved in my muscle memory now. So I could fall back on it during stressful situations during the game, or and being able to take this video really helps me pinpoint anything that I need to later correct. For example, if I'm rolling my wrist too early, or if I'm getting too on top of the ball or too under it, resulting in a hit, that I could fix it so my next at bat I'm able to adjust and get a hit that a quality hit.
Yeah, it's spectacular to hear. I mean, just again, developing that regimen, that work ethic, that again, I think is so critical, and the fact that you've been able to, meet those, those standards, those requirements. Talk about putting that Batbusters Edmonds 16U travel team number 3 jersey on. What does that represent to you personally here, Jasmine?
Well, I have so much pride being a Batbuster. My coaches have pride in being Batbusters, my teammates. It's a great organization, and it's provided me with so many opportunities just wearing the jersey.
Hmm.
And um, the organization always looks to have their athletes be successful, and they want their athletes to succeed at their fullest potential and at the highest level they can. So putting on that uniform is always a great feeling, and knowing that I'm fortunate enough to wear the Batbusters name on my jersey is just a really cool experience to have.
Yeah, it's nice to hear. Let's transition to Crescenta, Valley High School. Just in terms of playing on the Falcons varsity softball team, wearing that number 14 jersey. Talk about, I said, playing for your high school there.
Yeah, I love playing high school ball. It's just a very supportive environment that I've received from this program and my teammates. I've known all these girls, a majority of these girls, since we played rec ball together. And
Hmm.
since we played rec ball, we've separated onto different travel teams. So I feel like it's a full circle coming back around playing with each other one last time in high school before we all go off to college.
Yeah.
So it's an even better experience that some of my teammates are actually my best friends that I hang out with during school. So we share that commonality, and being able to play with them is just a super cool experience. And that's one of my favorite parts of high school.
Yeah, I think what's so great is that you go right from I said the high school season ending into travel ball, so there's really no drop off. You keep your skills fresh, and I think that again for you it's been seamless. So like for you like just and the rest of the players on the team, uh again it just you keep that rhythm going, that's I think again the key is that you don't have any rust once you start the travel ball season here, Jasmine.
Yeah, so going straight from high school ball to travel ball is
Hmm.
does take a little bit of adjusting just because the competitive level isn't really the same. But
Hmm.
once you get back into the rhythm of things, in either environment, I think it's just really fun, and you just enjoy the moment.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the support from student body administration athletic department there at Crescenta Valley High School. If you can just what they've meant to you here along the first couple of years here.
Yeah, so these past 2 years, my freshman and my sophomore year, the support I've had from my school is great. I would also say the same thing for my high school program.
Hmm.
My program really resembles like one big family, despite the team splitting one season starts, because at the end of the day, we all are Crescenta Valley High School softball program. And I'm sure that I don't doubt at all that every one of my teammates is supportive and believes in me and just looks forward to seeing me accomplish my goals.
Yeah, no, it's again, I mean, it's just a great feeling. It's fantastic to hear. What is it to play those home games and then on the as well as those away games, those bus trips? I as athletes about that. I think that's where you build up that again those bonds, those friendships. True sisterhood. Just like on Batbusters, having 16 travel team. Describe that.
Yeah, it's great playing those home games because all of our friends that don't play softball, they come and they watch us and they support us. We always get super excited. We go all out because we're at our home field representing CB, and those
Mhm.
away games, I honestly are probably one of my favorite parts of high school softball. Those bus
Yeah,
rides are just so fun.
yeah.
We play music, we laugh, we talk, we sing. And no matter what the outcome is, we all get back on the bus and we just have fun with each other.
Yeah, that's super to hear. Okay, as you know, Jasmine, it's just not being an athlete; it's being a student athlete. You've definitely been able to excel in the classroom. 4.2 GPA in your sophomore year. Taking honors English courses, participating in the school sports medicine program. Your goal is to major in health science in college and pursue a career in medicine. Just again, magnificent to hear. Really boils down to time management and organization. You're going to be taking 3 AP classes in your junior year while playing varsity softball. That's a lot to to tackle, but you've been able to balance that out so effectively. Not as I said, not every student can do so. It takes again a lot of commitment, dedication, excellence to really, again be on that platform and be able to succeed. For what has been worked out so well for you? What has been I mean, obviously you have a blueprint in place.
Yeah, so over the past 2 years of high school, more towards my sophomore year, I've really like mastered a schedule and developed really good time management skills and work ethic.
Mhm.
Um, I really prioritize school and on top of my athletics. So just making time for both and knowing when to focus on one and then when to focus on the other. Um, I need to also be able to find time to incorporate all my lessons and my practices and my workouts and my trainings. And fitting it
Mhm.
into the school year does get a little bit stressful. But as long as I stick to my schedule, I think it works out for me. And I block out any really distractions that can disturb me and take me out of that schedule.
Mhm.
So yeah, time management skills and work ethic I use in order to prioritize school and academics in addition to softball because I have practices after school every single day or sometimes morning weight room. So yeah, I would definitely say that's the key to my success in keeping such a high GPA while also um, maintaining athletics.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a, heavy workload, said, during the school day. And then once, you know, finish up the day and then it's just on to practices. And then of course you have game day itself. There's so much that is involved, and you have to, come home after, whether it's home or away games, and then, hit the books. And it's, I said, long hours. But again, you've been able to obviously, again, meet the criteria. And, wanted to add, between, your sophomore and freshman year, you received 2 Scholar Athlete Awards, the Silver Slug Award, which again is just, you know, fabulous, to hear. In addition, All American Games 2021 Team MVP, the Adelante Latinos Education Award, and Presidential Award for Academic Excellence. Very prestigious awards. It's got again, it's got to bring a lot of pride and joy. Like the fact that you've been able to receive those accolades here, Jasmine.
Yeah, it's great because like I said earlier, it just shows that my hard work and my sacrifice and my commitment is just really paying off and it's showing in my performance in school and on the field.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought up that word sacrifice, because it does take a lot of that. Yeah, and that's the key. And again, it's a very demanding schedule. Hey, you playing softball for a long time. Since you were 5 years old for the Crescenta Valley United Softball Association. For you, obviously, you have a passion for the sport. What are some of the intangibles that stand out to you that makes you come back year after year here, Jasmine?
Well, I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing softball for a long time. I love playing softball. It's
Yeah.
become really the main part and like the biggest part of my life. And I played other sports since I was little up until
Yeah.
probably a couple years ago, where I just decided to commit and give all my time to softball. There's just a feeling and like a joy and love and excitement I get when I step onto the field and I play the game that I don't get from other sports.
Mhm.
And being on that field with my teammates is always a fun experience, and it always brings me to love and appreciate the game even more. Since I was little, I've decided that I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to commit all my time and my blood, sweat, and tears and my effort
Yeah.
into softball. So taking it seriously in order to play at my full potential and play at that higher level, I think is really the goal for me at this point.
Yeah, again, that's beautiful to hear. And the fact that, as you said, you played other sports, soccer, volleyball, and lacrosse. You know what? You stayed active. That was the key. That, like, I think, staying active year round is so important for an athlete. Like, because in terms of, we talk about that strength and conditioning. Uh, there's nutrition, there's, mental health. There are a lot of mitigating factors that kick into it. A lot of people talk about the physicality of sports, but a lot of mentally, you have to be, in tune, because if you're not, you really can I always say you can get lost in the shuffle and lose that competitive edge as well here, Jasmine.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, mental health is definitely super important to student athletes because if you're not in the right headspace, I think it will show in your performance on the field, whether you take the sport seriously or not.
Hmm.
So having just a good mental health, and like you said, with the conditioning and the agility and the working out and the
Yeah.
nutrition, also is also super important because, like I said, it translates into your play. So if you're
Yeah.
eating right and you're having good nutrition, it's going to show on the field. And if you're not, then it also will show in your performance. And with the agility and the conditioning, getting faster and stronger is super
Yeah.
important to the game, and it helps you stand out when you're in your recruiting process with a bunch of coaches watching you. It helps you stand out in front of everybody.
Yeah, again, you hit it right on the spot. And the fact that, it also prevents from those injuries popping up, having that agility and that flexibility. And the fact that you're paying close attention to it, working with, say, coaches and trainers, I think, again, just, it really is, again, a testament to how much, the work you put in here. So I'm wondering, do you recall the first time you swung a bat, took the field, put a uniform on?
This was a long time ago.
I know. Any memories that like pop up, and because it said you have been playing for a long time, but something that you might recall that it really brings a smile to your face.
Yeah, I don't really like remember like personally like when I
Okay.
had like first hit. I remember my
Yeah.
first team though. I remember just
Okay.
my first team. I think that was also one of the reasons I just continued to keep coming back after that to play softball. Just the team,
Yeah.
like just getting to meet new people and just practicing softball was really just
Yeah.
the biggest thing for me.
Sometimes those are the best memories, those practices, and being out on the field, with your teammates, coaches, and even the games per se, like having, the parents in the stands, fans as well. I think, there's, that definitely, probably, provides a lot of, again, moments that you'll cherish, forever. As you need hobbies to fall back on. There's so much stress that you have to, like, that is placed upon you. You enjoy reading, spending time with friends and family, practicing softball, and being outdoors. I wrote this down. I think it's almost like clearing your mind. It's a reset. Like, you get to relax, get to breathe a little bit. And I think that's, again, that's so vital, because if you don't have that, time set aside, it can become overwhelming. So I'm wondering, in those moments, you're able to focus on those activities, again, how, you're just able to block everything out and focus on those tasks. So just talk about that.
Yeah, so with like my free time and everything, with my busy schedule and always like having the go, go, go mindset,
Hmm.
balancing everything, it's nice having that free time to myself and just being able to use it in different ways outside of softball and school. Whenever I have these moments, I try to take full advantage of them because I don't get many of them.
Yeah.
So, making sure and allowing myself to focus on something else that I love besides softball, and it just helps me enjoy like the small breaks even more.
Yeah, it's great to hear. And you need a strong support system. That tells you about, your family through this academic and athletic journey, especially in the game of softball. Your mom, younger sister Camilla, who's 12 years old, and three older adult siblings. Talk about how much they've meant to you, and there's just the fact that you can lean on them. Said, during, said definitely the ups, but then, if there are downs, and, said, just going through those ebbs and flows of a school year, and then, of course, softball season.
Yeah, so my mom and my little sister are probably one of my biggest supporters. They've spent thousands of hours at the field with me during
Mm,
practices, during games, even during like just lessons where they
yeah.
don't have to be there. And they've dedicated so much time and have basically sacrificed that part of their life for me too, to watch me play softball. My mom's always driving me to my practices, driving me to my games. She's driven me all over SoCal to all my tournaments. and and my mom has spent countless hours at my practice, and I know she doesn't want to be there, but I don't think I've ever heard her one time complain, like,
Yeah.
because she sees that this is something important to me. So she's putting aside her feelings and she's being selfless and letting me enjoy something that I do love. And along with my mom. And yeah, I'm very fortunate to be able to have such a great support system and be able to call them my family, along with my coaches and my friends and my teammates.
Yeah, that's terrific to hear. Okay, you're half Hispanic, half Caucasian. You speak proficient Spanish at home and in school. I mean, I mean to have those skills again is incredible. I mean, I think it's really important to have that, uh, to be bilingual. Talk about just in terms of your heritage. I said I'm sure that carries a lot of meaning and purpose as well. When you're out there, as said on the field and in school as well.
Yeah, so being able to speak Spanish has definitely opened many opportunities for me that not everyone gets in school and in softball. And
Hmm.
also being able to play and interact with other players that come from
Yeah,
all over is very cool. And it's great to see that more people, not just in sports, but more people of different like backgrounds are just coming together, and it's making also the sports that are evolving um, more popular all over the world.
yeah, yeah. Because now we see the true the sport. Not just softball, but other sports. Globally, worldwide. And the fact that you have international tournaments even taking place within the United States in softball. So you have countries, said from, Spanish speaking, said countries. And I'm sure that that's, it's, special to see. And like, the fact that, it's truly a melting pot here, Jasmine.
Yeah, so it's so cool to see that there's international games being played with people from all over the world, and it's making the sports that are being played just that much more special to everybody, and really giving them the recognition that they need.
Yeah, and the word I was looking for was diversity. It's becoming more diverse. I mean that's really, I think again is what is so key is that you want to see that not only with the players but also with the coaches as well. And I think we are you know have definitely made again significant strides in that fact. Yeah, I think you're in a perfect spot here. I think you serve as a again outstanding role model for the younger kids out there, for your younger sister. Uh, what would you say to them? You said you've been playing softball for a long time. You know how competitive it is out there, and just in terms of being able to find out, what sport they're, good at, especially for the young girls out there, and then trying to, move up that ladder. What advice would you give to them if they were watching this interview?
I would say for the most important thing is believing in yourself and having confidence in your abilities.
Hmm.
Also working hard, especially if you're really committed to the sport you're playing and you want to play at the next level and play at your full potential. And recognize that there is gonna be good and bad days, but to just accept them and learn from them. I would also say just to like anybody in general in sports that if you decide to take it seriously and have committed your time and your effort into it to really and have really decided to make it a part of your life, that you should put your all into it and in order to succeed.
Yeah, no, I think sound advice. And I asked Aubriana and Samantha this as well. I think this is an important topic is women in sports, and the fact that I was just watching the other day with of course with the men and women's now national soccer teams equal pay, and I was on the ESPYs, actually. I was watching that, and just for them to be honored, I said, for their legacy, the team's going all the way back, I think, to the 1980s, and to see again how much progress has been made. But to be in this, as said, this time and moment, and to see again softball, especially the sport, growing at such a rapid rate, like the fact that now games, ESPN, live streamed on the computer, the fact there's more visibility, the fact you, as you said, you can get your name out there, and it just, that's got to just be, I mean, that's got to again be an amazing feeling, like the fact that you're able to go out there, and they're, other people, coaches, whether coaches, fans, I said, out there watching you play, and they said
Yeah,
you be able to flourish there. Yeah,
yeah, I think a big part of that also is the social media aspect
yeah.
that has kind of like evolved in our generation, because it's a big factor in my softball
Mhm.
journey. And my coach is always preaching about posting on social media, tagging schools, tagging coaches,
Yeah.
so you could get your name out there.
Yeah, no, I agree. Twitter, Instagram, said the highlight. I mean, I know you guys are on there. I mean, that's again, that to have that community, to be able to connect with each other. Whether you're on the same team, opposing teams, uh, you're able to bounce ideas off each other, and again, to have everybody, as said, that cohesiveness, that chemistry, that's got to be a neat feeling, like the fact that you're able to do that, as said, on social media as well.
Yeah, I'm able to interact with people that that are on different teams in different states. They follow
Hmm.
me, I follow them. They're able to see my accomplishments, and I'm able to see their accomplishments that they post.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's all just really one big community, despite us being on all different teams from different states. So I think it's really cool, and it's a really cool opportunity that social media has given us.
Yeah, no, it's great to hear. Okay, Jasmine, you get the final word and message here. Well deserved. It's just been, fantastic speaking with you. I know for family, friends, teammates, coaches, on the Crescenta Valley High School, and then Batbusters have been 16U teams, the student body, administration, athletic department at Crescenta Valley High School, and most importantly, the community in La Crescenta, Montrose, California. Just wanted to give you the, I said, the floor here. I know there are a lot of people you want to thank here.
Yeah, so first I want to thank, like I said earlier, my mom and my sister for just the countless amount of hours and the sacrifice they've put into helping me on my softball journey. I like to thank my coaches, Coach Scott, for being one of my biggest supporters in the field, constantly pushing me to work and be a better athlete and also be a better person. And also any other coach that's influenced me to be where I am today, to continue playing the game and to continue enjoying it. And yeah, so I just want to thank all of them for just the influence they've had on my life.
Well said. A true honor and privilege being able to speak with you, Jasmine. Congrats again on your success on the softball field at Crescenta Valley High School and Batbusters Edmonds 16U travel team. And, keep up the great work the rest of the season. And you still have, as I said, another 2 years left. And, looking forward to seeing what you again accomplish.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.